will.
Rick, what are you doing?
Mindy, we have to talk.
Well, you should have called first. I don't have the time. I'm going to be late for my music appreciation class. We're studying...
This cannot wait, Mindy.
We'll have to. I'm going to see my faculty advisor today. I may switch majors.
Forget about it, Mindy. I want to know where Roxy is.
Chuck, like I told you, Chuck Hampton was in Kyle Sampson's suite yesterday.
And will I say you are lying straight through your teeth?
I'm not. You gotta believe me, he was there. That they were talking about drill bits. Does that mean anything to you? Billy, you gotta believe me. He was in Kyle's suite yesterday. He wouldn't have been there unless they were planning on sabotaging your
Roxy,
outfit.
shut up! Look, I've heard enough lies out of you to last a lifetime. You betrayed me. You betrayed my family. You betrayed my company. Now, I do not intend to let that happen again. I know that this story you're telling me is one big fat lie.
I'm afraid I got some bad news for you, Lou Jack. The state has decided to file formal charges against you for first-degree murder.
No!
My advice is to accept counsel as soon as possible. You're going to need it.
They can't do this. Lou Jack's innocent. You know that.
Bet the evidence says otherwise. He's in too deep this time. And whether we like it or not, Lou Jack's going to stand trial for the murder of Andy Ferris.
Who wanted Andy dead. Most of them have motives stronger than Lou Jack's. Any one of them could have pulled that trigger. You know that. Why are you in such a rush to pin this on Lou Jack?
I'm not in a rush to pin this on anybody.
Come on, Saunders. We all know what's going down here. I got a mother who's stinking rich, and I got a criminal record. What better fall guy could they want? The DA signed, sealed, and delivered. She's going to make a big name for herself going up against the Spaulding.
Is that true? Are you being pressured because of who Lou Jack is?
Look, when a Spaulding goes on trial in this town, it's big news, Beth. I have got everybody from the mayor to my captain coming down on me to get this case to trial fast. Makes them all look like they're doing their jobs right.
So what you're saying is Lou Jack can't win. Just because he's rich and a Spaulding, they're going to rush this trial through. Convict him to prove they aren't biased, even though Lou Jack's innocent.
You got it, Beth. Nobody's above the law, especially rich folks. Right, Lieutenant?
Look, you were on the street long enough to know what regular folks think of rich folks. Well, my bosses are trying real hard to please those regular tax-paying folk and get this case before a jury pronto.
I can't believe you'd rush a murder investigation just to please your superiors. Don't you want to find out who really killed Andy Ferris?
Look, what do you think I'm trying to do? I don't like this situation any better than you do. But look, I do not make the rules around here. I just follow them.
So you're just going to follow the rules and let Lou Jack go to jail?
I am going to do my job. If that means Lou Jack goes to jail, I'm sorry. Look, in spite of all the run-ins we had, kid, I still like you. I don't want you to be guilty. But I am a police officer. I can't allow my personal feelings to get in the way of an investigation.
Right.
Oh, boy, you really got yourself into a mess this time. You're not just a juvenile delinquent charged with a misdemeanor anymore. You are facing murder one. It doesn't get any worse than that. The press, the DA, everybody's out to nail you.
Oh, well, lucky me then, huh?
Look, if you are as smart as I think you are, take my advice, Lou Jack. Get yourself a lawyer, a good lawyer. Now.
Even the later, you gave us a scare a while back, didn't you, Billy?
You strong and healthy boy now, aren't you?
Go on. Say hi. Say hi to Auntie
Say,
Trish.
Aunt Trish. Aunt Trish. Yeah, he's beautiful. Oh, he's luscious. You know, I really realize now how overprotective I was being of him, but I'm gonna change all that. Well, you seem so much more in control now. But I guess motherhood needs a lot of adjusting, doesn't it? It really does. Yeah. I feel as though I'm still adjusting to it. You know, I was kind of afraid that there was something wrong there for a while, because you just weren't your fabulous self. No, I wasn't my fabulous self. We were all kind of worried about you. You seemed so nervous and tense all the time. Trish, I was on tranquilizers. Well, I don't know how it happened. I took a few to relax after the baby got sick, and then I took some more, and then I got hooked. Yes, I'm sorry. Well, you don't have to be sorry. I'm not looking for your sympathy. I know very well that I have nobody but myself to blame for this. Honey, if there's anybody in the whole world you can talk to about, it's me. Don't you remember? I had gone through something very similar right before I came to Springfield. Those pills were there. I started taking them. I even mixed them with alcohol. It's an awful trap, I know. It is. I did the same thing. And, you know, I always felt, oh, no, not me. I'm too smart. But I found out differently. Boy, did I, the hard way. I know, but the good thing is that you've accepted the fact that you had a problem with them. And believe me, that's the hardest part. Yeah. It took me too long. But, well, I'm seeing a therapist now. That's great. Yeah. Good. And I'm even going to one of those groups, you know, those self-help groups. Oh. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter, but I felt much better. I actually talked about my problems in front of strangers, and I felt a great deal better afterwards. Oh, good. Yeah. You know what? You've got a very brave mummy, and I'm very proud of her. Thank you. I need all the help I can get. Oh, you got it. I remember. I never felt so cut off from people as when I was coming down. I'm just so glad you're not going through this alone. You know, Trish, I was on pills the day of Reva's accident. You were? Yes, I was. I'd taken so many that day that I was completely confused. I even thought that Reva had kidnapped the baby, and Oh, honey. Well, I know now that she was just trying to help, but it was just... I was... Do you know that, for me, the worst part of all of this is that Billy's been blamed for everything, and he's not to blame. He's not. I mean, I feel as if I was just as much responsible as he. Vanessa, honey, you don't have to explain any of this to me. Well, I can't. I couldn't if I wanted to. I don't remember anything about that day. It's all a blur. Well, it's okay. And listen, torturing yourself about it isn't going to help. What happened was a tragic accident, but you can't go on blaming yourself. And I don't know. I just hope it doesn't make problems for Billy and HB. Oh, I don't think it will, really. HB knows that no one was responsible. Billy just happened to be behind the wheel, and the car lurched, and he couldn't stop it. It was an accident. Oh, I hope you're right.
Vanessa, honey, get out of here! No!
I just don't know. I want to believe that it was an accident, but something tells me that maybe there was more to it than that. I just wish that I could remember.
Come in. And Alex, what a surprise. You never come to visit me at the office. Are you here on the transcontinental merger?
Oh, no, I'm here to discuss family.
Blue Jack.
You know he's not guilty of murdering Andy Ferris.
He's going to have a difficult time proving that.
May I remind you that it's in everyone's best interest, including your own, if we avoid a scandal.
I completely agree. Spaulding Enterprises doesn't welcome bad press, but in this case, we may have a tough time avoiding it, since your son has been arrested for murder.
A murder he didn't commit.
I wouldn't be so sure, Aunt Alex. Lujak had a motive. He had the opportunity, and he was caught with a murder weapon in his hand when the lights came out. I don't know. I'd hate to have those odds stacked against me.
I had hoped we could work together on this. But if you insist on playing hardball where my son's life is concerned, I'll be happy to accommodate you. But I warn you, you'll be sorry. You haven't lived long enough to play the game as well as I do.
I won't argue you there, Aunt Alex. When it comes to hardball, you are a master.
We both know you and your wife had the stronger motive for killing Andy. He was about to play a tape that would have cleared Brandon of that explosion at the club and proved your culpability beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Well, then it's too bad for Lujak the tape was never played.
It doesn't matter. I know what was on that tape. I've heard it, and so has Warren.
Only the tape has disappeared. Whatever should we do?
I should turn you over to the police right now.
But you don't have any proof.
I know either you or India stole that tape, Philip.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, Aunt Alex, but I don't have it. Really. And even if I did, what would you do with it? You go give it to the police? You'd turn the Spaulding heir whose wife is expecting a child, turn me in and send me to prison, wouldn't you?
Who do you think you're kidding? I don't think for 1 minute that India is expecting a child. At least not yours. No. This is just another pathetic little ploy on your part to keep me from telling the truth. Well, guess again, dear. I'll do whatever I have to keep my son from going to jail for a crime he didn't commit. And if that means putting you behind bars for life, so be it. Your little bundle of joy will just have to be raised without a father.
You'd do anything to protect your son, wouldn't you? Maybe you killed Ferris. Obviously, you had a motive, too.
You're trying my patience, Philip. I want the tape. And if I don't get it, I'll tell everything I know.
Really? Are you prepared to go that far? Well, tell me something, Aunt Alex. When they call you to the witness stand, and they will call you, which version of the truth do you plan on telling?
And I'm saying whatever is necessary to free my son.
Your sense of family loyalty stops at the front door. You're willing to sacrifice me, my wife, our child, the Spaulding honor, everything for your son.
That's right, Philip. I'll do anything to save Brandon.
India was right about you from the very beginning. First you got rid of my father, and now you're trying to get rid of me. The only thing that you want is the whole Spaulding enterprises for yourself and your precious Brandon.
You poor fool. You not only let India blackmail you into marriage, you've let her brainwash you after the fact. I pity you.
Save it, Aunt Alex. Please, save it. I know about you. Remember Barbados? Remember you told me everything that happened down there? About your mother being a murderess? Perhaps it runs in the family.
Making wild accusations won't help anything but your ego, Philip.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I forgot that you have enough problems of your own right now. Your son is going to jail, and without that tape, you're powerless to prevent it.
Oh, you're wrong, Philip. I have the most powerful weapon on earth, the truth. And I'll tell it, all of it, when I take the stand.
Not without incriminating yourself, you won't. You withheld evidence in a criminal investigation. The court isn't going to like that very much at all.
I will save my son, no matter what the cost.
Philip! Alexander, I didn't realize that you were here. I just came from the DA's office. They're charging Lujak with first-degree murder.
No, they can't.
Sounds to me like they already have.
I'm telling you the truth. I swear I am.
Well, dear, don't tell me you gonna swear on your honor.
You can call me names if you want, but Chuck is working for Kyle.
I can hand it to you, Roxy. When it comes to lying, you're world-class. And I know a lot of big old liars in the oil business. But I don't know one of them that would fly 3,000 miles to cover up his tracks, pinning it all on some total stranger.
Chuck is no stranger. I told you he was in Kyle Sampson's suite. They were talking business. I heard him.
Oh, yeah. Well, what were you doing up there in Kyle's suite?
I came to ask him for help.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's real good.
I wanted him to set the record straight between us. You see, Billy, Kyle is the only one who can do that.
Then you're digging your grave deeper and deeper every time you open up your mouth. Don't you see it? Look, I hate Kyle Sampson. I would not believe a word that comes out of that man's mouth.
Then check out yourself. You're going to see that I'm telling you the truth.
No, I think I'd rather see you bobbing around out there in the snow. You guys, making sure you get to the airport sometime.
Billy, I can't go to the airport. I can't go anywhere. I'm broke. I spent every dime I had to get here.
What is this, one last lie for the road? Come on, Roxy. I know you didn't spend your own money. I know you don't even have that kind of money. Kyle gave you the money.
You're right. I didn't spend my own money. I charged it to Louis Oil.
You did what? I ought to beat you senseless. You mean you took money from Louis Oil to come up here and sabotage one of its own operations? Yeah, that is a first.
I wasn't trying to mess up anything. I want you to meet your deadline, but you're never going to do it if you trust Chuck Hampton.
You heard, Mr. Lewis. Get her out of here. Come on.
Billy, please. I love the Lewis family. I risked my life coming up here. You've got to believe me. You can't trust Chuck Hampton. Don't let Kyle win, Billy.
Nick. Oh. You can put her down. Nick, why don't you go out and find Chuck and tell him I want to see him in here pronto.
I don't know where Roxy is, and I don't care. Now, how dare you barge in here demanding to know anything? Listen, I tried to warn you about Roxy at the hospital, remember? But you wouldn't listen to me. So, I'm all through trying to help you, Rick, buddy. You can leave.
Minnie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I treated you the way I did. I apologize. It's my fault, and it won't happen again.
Well, I need to come to your senses eventually.
Yeah, I don't have time to play games. Now, just talk to me. Tell me where she is.
I told you, I don't know. You're acting a bit childish, Rick, and I simply won't be bothered by it. I've grown up a lot lately, and I refuse to indulge myself in cheap speculation and gossip about Roxy and Shane.
Minnie, you saw her yesterday. Now, what did you do to her?
What did I do to her? Nothing. I wouldn't touch that girl with a 10-foot pole.
Minnie, you made her leave town.
Roxy's left town?
Yeah, you know she did.
No, I didn't. But that's good riddance if you ask me. You're a lot better
Minnie,
off
I am going to count to
your
3.
blessings.
I am going to count to 3. And if you don't tell me where she is, I'm not going to be responsible for what I'm going to do. 1, 2...
All right, Rick. Hey, don't get bent out of shape. I mean, you're going to have high blood pressure by the time you're 30.
Talk to me, Mindy. Talk to me. Tell me where she is.
Okay. We had a little chat. But it wasn't anything important.
Mindy, it was important enough for her to write this. Read it.
Softly she moves, graceful and free, and she's so beautiful.
It's so vague, and it's hard to read. The girl's writing is atrocious.
Since you know what I've done, what does it mean? What did Roxy do, and how did Kyle Sampson get involved in this, Mindy?
Daddy was right about her all along.
Right about... Did your father do something to Roxy? Did he?
Don't be absurd.
Mindy, where is she?
I don't have a clue, Rick. Honest. But I'm glad she's gone.
Mindy,
You should be so lucky to be free from her. I mean, she's just a walking mistake. A social mutant. I mean, when I thought about how close she came to destroying your medical career before it even got off the ground, I would...
Tell me where Roxy is, Mindy. Tell me where she is now. Tell me.
Put me down.
Tell me.
And I what are you doing to Mindy?
Chuck! Would you like a cup of coffee?
No, thanks.
Oh, go on, take it. You'll act like antifreeze against the cold out there on Rig 22. Yeah. By the way, how's it going out there?
So far, so good. Took the men a little while to get used to the new bit, but now that they are, just cutting like butter.
Well, that certainly is good news. I just keep up the good work. Chuck, don't tell me you've developed an eye for the ladies.
Well, yes, I have.
Oh, yeah, excuse my bad manners there. Chuck Hampton, I would like you to meet Roxy Shane. She's my receptionist. She just flew up here from Springfield today.
Nice to meet you again, Mr. Hampton.
Again?
Don't you remember? I met you yesterday in Kyle Sampson's suite. Sorry you had to rush out so fast.
Well, you've got me confused with somebody else. I don't know any Kyle Sampson, and if I'd met you before, I sure would have remembered.
Well, I may not have stuck out in your mind, but you definitely stuck out in mine, both times that we met.
Well, now, you've got me confused with somebody else. Never saw this woman before today.
Oh, Mr. Hampton, you hurt my feelings. Usually I make more of an impression. Don't you remember you were in his suite over talking business? He told you to make sure those drill bits didn't work, and you said that he could count on it. Then I bumped into you again at Lewis Oil. Strange how the same man could be working for two rival oil companies at the same time.
Well, now, don't be ridiculous.
In fact, it seems so strange that I hopped the first plane up here to tell Billy about it. Would you like a refill on that coffee?
Now, what is this? Some kind of practical joke or something? An initiation into the company or what?
Well, could be. Of course, that all depends on those drill bits of yours. Nick, you want to head out to the storage shed and pick up some of those replacement parts? Be sure to get the ones that Chuck brought up here personally.
Yes, sir.
And you boys can stay here. I might have use for your expertise.
What good's a lawyer going to do me now? I've already been tried and convicted.
You're innocent until you're proven guilty. You know that. You've been here. This case is going to be tried on evidence, not prejudice.
How's that possible? You don't have any evidence. You haven't even found the tape.
I hate to tell you this, but I wouldn't try to build a defense around that tape if I were you.
Why not?
Because I'm not convinced there ever was a tape.
Wait a minute. 15 people in that living room saw it. They'd swear that they saw it in the tape recorder before the lights went out. Are you calling them all liars?
No, I'm sure they did see a cassette tape, but nobody heard it. And how do I know it's the same tape you two keep talking about?
It is. I'd stake my life on it.
Well, I hope it doesn't come to that. But supposing you're right, supposing I do find a tape, how am I going to convince the DA and the jury it's the same one?
Because it'll have Andy's and Philip's voices on it.
Regardless, there is no way I can connect that to the murder scene. All those cassette tapes look alike, and you've already said that they had no special markings on it.
So you're just gonna give up trying to find it? It was the motive for Andy's murder.
That is pure speculation on your part.
No, it's not. Ask the people that are involved. They'll tell you.
This ain't going to get us nowhere. You can't argue with the law. You never win.
You can win. If you get yourself a smart lawyer who knows how to use evidence and plan a good defense.
Lou Jack wouldn't have to do that if you were doing your job. You're standing here giving us a hard time when the real murder's getting off scot-free.
Well, what do you expect me to do? I'm not Sherlock Holmes. I am just an ordinary cop trying to do the best job I can.
You're not doing the best job you can if you're just following orders. A good cop would do more than that.
Like what? I'm already bending over backwards trying to help you two. I am not even supposed to be here talking to you. But I like you. I like both of you. I want to see you get an even break.
Then go out there and do something to help Lou Jack.
My job is to investigate and collect evidence. I work for the DA. There is only so much I can do.
So little, you mean?
Look, I am not through with this investigation yet. And I'm not going to be until I am satisfied the right person is on trial. Until they take me off the case. Right now, however, everything is pointing to Lou Jack.
You heard the man, Beth. Why bother getting a lawyer? This case is closed, and I'm guilty, as charged.
Ooh. Yeah, are you sure this is from the inventory that Chuck brought up here?
Yes, sir. All the equipment that Mr. Hampton brought has this slot number on it. First time this one's been out of the crate.
Oh, well, thanks, Nick. Oh, want to hand me that rock sample over there?
Sure.
Okay. Listen up, everybody. 4,000 feet above the oil reserve, we ran into a layer of rock, and I'm telling you, this rock's hard. It broke every drill bit that we got. But Chuck, who's an expert on drill bits, we showed him this sample of rock, and he brought us up these here drill bits that guaranteed heat through anything in that, right, Chuck?
Absolutely. That's heat and friction resistant. I know it'll do the job.
Well, then you're going to stand behind this 100%.
100%.
All right. Well, I think in all fairness, we ought to give it a test right now.
We already are on the 22 rig.
Well, then, we ought to know the truth in just a few seconds. Here. Will you look at that? Roxy, I say that you didn't get here a second too soon. Stop the drilling on rig site 22 before we break any more bits in the neck. You want to run in and get some replacement parts before we go any deeper?
Yes, sir. No. You're not even worth it.
Hey, she and the Eskimo were in it together. She probably paid him to bring you defective parts. Well, it was set up.
Yeah, it's your setup. Come on, Chuck. We know what happened. Your little sabotage mission failed. Now, you are out of the game.
And you got 4,000 feet to go.
Don't you worry about us. We'll make it. We are sitting on top of the largest oil reserve in Alaska. And no matter what you and Kyle try and do about it, these boys and I, we'll get down to that oil whether we got to eat our way all the way down to the rock. Come noon Friday, I'm going to be sitting on top of a big gusher while you and Kyle, well, I think you'd just be licking your wounds.
Keep dreaming.
Get him out of here before I tear his face off.
You're all talk, Lewis. You haven't got the brains or the equipment to bring those wells in on time. I've done my job. Come noon Friday, you'll be lucky if you can get welfare.
Oh, Chuck, I meant to tell you I wanted to invite you to the victory celebration we're going to be having back in Springfield. We're going to have caviar and champagne and profits. Yeah, we're going to have lots of profits, but unfortunately, I don't think you'll be able to make it. I think Kyle will be real disappointed. Yeah, you have a safe trip now. Take him away, boys.
What about me?
Rick, what is going on? What are you... Couldn't that just inside your chin when you said no telling what he would have done to me?
Rick, I'm waiting for an answer.
He was hiding in here waiting for me to get home.
Oh, that's
You know,
nuts.
He started screaming at me about Roxy's shame and accusing me of driving her out of town. What? Yes.
That's true. Roxy's disappeared.
She disappeared.
And not soon enough for me.
Well, I'm sorry, Rick, if Roxy's gone, but Minnie doesn't know anything about it. None of us do.
No, Vanessa, I'm sorry. That's not exactly...
Wait a minute, Trish. You know where she is?
Now, just calm down, calm down. All I really know is that she was acting very strangely last
Oh,
night.
how could you tell?
Melinda, she burst into the office last night around 10, and she had a suitcase.
Wait a minute. A suitcase? What do you mean,
Just a
suitcase?
second, just a second. She said she had to talk to Billy. I told her that he was on his way to Alaska, and she got very upset. And she took off saying, I've got to stop him. Rick, I'm sorry. I really had no idea what she was talking
Well, you're
about.
better off, Aunt Trish. Believe
Wait a
me.
minute. What happened, Trish? Did Roxy talk to Billy?
I don't know. I haven't talked to either of them.
Maybe she went to Alaska.
No, honey, I'm afraid you're grasping at straws.
Oh, no, and Daddy wouldn't let her within 1,000 miles of
Mindy,
him.
be quiet.
Not after what happened.
What happened, Mindy? Why was Roxy so bent on seeing your father? Come on, why don't you tell me?
Rick,
Tell me.
Quiet.
There have been a lot of things happening at the office lately.
Boy, I'll say.
Yeah, well, like what? Will somebody please tell me what?
Well, it started when Roxy was running around. Enough! But I'm just trying to tell him.
Rick, has Roxy ever said anything to you at all
Yes.
about Kyle Stamp?
Yes, she did. She gave me this letter.
Oh, I bet she does.
Mindy, why don't you just tell me what you're dying to tell me?
Rick,
Come on.
please calm down. Mindy doesn't know anything. She is just egging you on.
Does the letter mean anything to you?
Yeah, I'm afraid it does. I know that Roxy was having problems, Rick. Now, maybe she just needs some time to think things over.
Trish, what problem? I mean, what problem was so big that she couldn't talk to me about it?
Wouldn't you like
Melinda,
to know?
not another word!
Trish, please tell me what is going on. I need to know. This is my life
Rick,
we're talking about
I am very
here.
sorry. I feel like this is something that Roxy should tell you herself. It is her place and no one else's.
Great! How am I supposed to find out anything if Roxy is not here? Now, I can't go on like this, Trish. You've got to tell me what is going on.
Just calm down, please. Calm down. If she doesn't turn up in a day or two, I will tell you what I know. I promise.
Okay. How about Louise McGinty? I mean, she's real good about working the jury's emotions.
She's not going to work for nothing, Beth. And that's all I got now. I'm broke, remember?
Your mother could pay her.
No. I don't want any money from my mother.
This is actually reasonable. Your mother can help
I
you.
said no, Beth, and I mean it. And I don't want you asking her for any either. Do you understand?
Okay, I'll find another way. I'll hawk my engagement.
No! She paid for that, too.
That's all the more reason to
No,
hawk it.
don't! This ring, what it means is a lot more important to me than my mother. This is us, sweetheart. As long as you wear it, I know that we'll be together. But if you take it off, or if you hawk it, it'll be the end of the one good thing I've got left in my life. It'll be the end of us, sweetheart. And I couldn't take that.
You won't have to. I won't take this ring off. Never. We will get married. Somehow we're going to beat this charge. And you'll be acquitted, I promise.
Of course you'll be acquitted. Brandon, I'm going to take care of everything.
Wouldn't it be nice to drink a bowl of fruit?
My name's not Brandon. It's Lou Jack. And I don't want your help.
Darling, you're in a lot of trouble. You need all the help you can get.
Not yours.
I just heard about the indictment. Now, we cannot afford to waste time arguing like this. I'm going to put together the best legal team in this country.
Forget it. I'm defending myself.
Sweetheart, you're not equipped to handle something like that.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
You know what I mean. A murder trial is a maze of technicalities. You wouldn't know where to start. Please, stop being a martyr and accept my help. You need professional advice as soon as possible.
Blue Jack, she may be
Beth,
right.
please. I got some things I'd like to say to the Baroness. And I'd feel a lot more comfortable if you weren't here when I said them.
Ross, what do you think of Transcon's pharmaceutical division? I don't know. I'd opt to unload it. Spaulding Enterprises really doesn't have the expertise to handle it.
I'm not here to discuss Transcon. Blue Jack has just been indicted for murder. Don't you care?
Not particularly. That's Lou Jack's problem, not mine. I've got a company to run.
Philip, how can you be so callous about this? Blue Jack is your cousin. He's not exactly your favorite person in the world, but don't you think a little compassion is in order here?
No.
Then it's hard to muster a little concern instead. Philip, we're about to be hit by a very big scandal. Now, the press is going to have a field day putting all the Spauldings under a microscope. Now, you may not know what that's like, but I do, and it's not a heck of a lot of fun. And it's certainly no good for business. Profits are bound to fall no matter what you do.
If Lou Jack really cared about his family, he'd avoid all of this and plead guilty.
We don't know that he is guilty.
Always sticking up for the underdog, aren't you, Ross? I'd have thought by now you'd recognize a lost cause.
Now, Philip, you listen to me. Lou Jack has not been convicted yet. There is still reasonable doubt, in my mind at least, whether or not he committed that murder, because there were a lot of people in that room that wanted to see Ferris dead. As much as I hate to admit it, if those charges about you sabotaging his club are true, you are the #1 suspect on the list.
I've made arrangements with the bank to stay open late today so I can post your bail. And I'm expecting several top attorneys to return my calls tonight.
Do you think that I can trust anybody you've hired ever again? You betrayed me. You put me in here. What are you planning to do now, huh? Buy off one of your fancy lawyers to make sure I do life?
Brandon!
I wouldn't put it past you. I wouldn't put nothing past you, lady. You had a million opportunities to clear me, and you didn't. Hell no. Philip came first. Philip always comes first. Who cares about your own son?
You're the only person in the world who matters to me.
Then why didn't you tell me about the tape? Why? Why didn't you tell Beth? She almost died in that explosion. We both had a right to know the truth. Why didn't you tell me? Answer me!
I thought I was doing the right thing.
The right thing? I don't believe it. You withheld evidence. You lied. You put me in jail. Is that what you call doing the right thing? Is it? Hell, you're still playing games, aren't you? I mean, making deals with Andy and Philip behind my back wasn't enough. You're manipulating evidence now, right? To make sure that the Spaulding's name comes out smelling like roses.
Oh, Brent.
You know, that's what bothers me more than anything. That name, Spaulding. You love that name more than you love your own son. Well, I hope it was worth it. Because that's all you've got now, lady. I ain't your son no more.
Oh, no, Brent. No, no.
You had that tape. All you had to do was play it for the police. Was that so hard to do? If you did that, Ma, Andy would still be alive now. And I'd be a free man. Andy warned me about you Spauldings. He told me you'd destroy me, and boy, was he right.
I love you. You're my only child. You're a Spaulding.
No! I am not a Spaulding! I am a Lubaticek! And I always was! Why'd you have to come back looking for me? Was it so important to ruin my life?
Oh.
I am so ashamed. Ashamed that you were my mother. Ashamed that I've got your blood running through my veins. That I've got to pass it over to my kids. Get out. Now. I never want to see you as long as I live. I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. Take me back to myself.
Jack, you can't do this. You were trying every way you know how to give up, and I won't let you. Do you think I'm going to live the rest of my life without you? I'm not. Did you understand that? Jack. He's given up. We've got to help him.
We can't do his fighting for him. He's going to have to find the strength of that himself. All we can do is try to find the truth.
Well, that's what I'm counting on. If you do your job, I'll do mine. And together we're going to find that evidence that will free him. We've got to.
No one walked out on me. Get lost.
No.
Rick, this is Carl Sampson.
I don't care who he is. Leave her alone.
Now listen, Sonny, get lost while you can.
Hey, what's going on here?
Rick. Mr. Sampson was just filling me in on some newfangled business tricks.
Here to protect my girlfriend.
Roxanne hardly needs any protection. She's the kind of young lady who knows how to take care
Don't
of
give me that. I know you've been leaning on her because of what happened Christmas Eve. Roxy. Roxy, where are you?
Roxy, you've made some mistakes. Big mistakes.
I know.
But
I'm real sorry about it.
Well, you a quick thinker. I'm going to tell you, you getting up here and exposing Chuck like that, mate, just to save me my all coming.
I hope so.
Me too. That's the first step on proving your loyalty to me. Now, I may trust you and I may not. But in the meantime, we're going to send you back to Springfield, and when I get back there, we'll decide whether or not you got a job. Is that fair?
Fair. But if it's all right with you, I'd just as soon not go back to Springfield yet. I've got a lot of thinking to do.
Yeah, don't tell me you want to stay up here in Alaska.
Yeah. I need some time alone.
Okay, well, I'll call Trish and tell her where you are.
If it's all right with you, I'd just assume that nobody know where I am right now.
Okay. This will just be our little secret now.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Roxy. Because of your nerve, I think Kyle Sampson has finally met his match.
Ross, I need your help desperately.
Calm down. What is it?
It's Brandon. Someone has to defend him. His trial starts in a few days, Ross, and you may be the only lawyer in the country he'll trust.
Introduce chocolate mousse.
In a cake?
No mistake. Pillsbury chocolate mousse Bundt brand cake mix.
Has been guiding light. Fashions provided by Lily Rubin Salon, South Southwest, and Barney's. Furs by the Christie Brothers.